Well, thanks for staying with us. And you know, Carrie, one of the, I think, more challenging things about teaching and just about education in general is to be able to provide the best and most appropriate kind of instruction to children, all of whom have different talents and are at different places in their learning as it relates to various areas that there are to be learned. So we want to talk about, if you will, the challenge of really challenging children with three very special people. So first and foremost, let me introduce you to Daniel Alexander. Daniel, thanks for being with us. And Daniel is one of our fifth grade superstars at Bear Branch Elementary. And Daniel is joined, we're all joined by Michelle McCrea, who is the math academic lead teacher at Bear Branch. Michelle, it's great to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Last but certainly not least, Lesa Pritchard. And we've had Lesa on the show before, so I'm glad to see you back, Lesa. And Lesa is our Director of Student Support Services. So, Daniel, you having a good year so far?
Yeah.
Great. And pretty good student in all your subjects?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite subject?
That would be math.
Oh, really? and so why math?
It's just always come easy to me.
Okay. So that may be your talent, your gift. And Daniel, forgive me, but I'm just kind of playing with our audience because Daniel does have a gift where math is concerned. And actually, Daniel, as a fifth grader at Bear Branch, you start your school day at Kingwood High School.
Yeah.
And Daniel starts at Kingwood High School taking geometry. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Good. Well, good. So, Michelle, let me ask you, and then Carrie, please jump in, but I'm just so fascinated. I just think this is the classic example of really trying to provide all students with what they really need.
Absolutely.
So, Michelle, he is pretty good at math, and
Yes.
when that's an understatement, right? When
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
when you discovered that, so what did you do with that information?
Well, last year I took on the math alt role at Bear Branch Elementary, so it was my first time really having the privilege of working with Daniel. I always knew he was a bright child. In second grade, my daughter came home and said, "Mom, there's a kid in my class that's mastering multiplication, and we're just starting addition." So that was my first I guess, knowledge of his true talent. I was privileged enough to work with him last year on the Math Olympiad team where his talents truly came out. As well as we did the Think Through Math program, which is a self-paced online program where he completed the entire course that goes up to algebra last year. So that's really when I knew that, wow, next year is going to be a challenge to really stretch him in the classroom. And that's when his mom contacted me. We decided that we need to find a place for him where he's truly challenged.
Now, is that the point that Lesa got involved in the picture?
Yes.
It is. That's where we have, it's actually mandated by the state that students can challenge courses by taking a credit by exam, and we order those from either Texas Tech or UT. We tend to order ours from Texas Tech. So they have to take, so if he wanted to skip 6th grade math, he would need to take 6th grade A first semester and 6th grade second semester. So Daniel actually had to take 8 tests, 2 in 6th, 7th, and 8th, and 2 in algebra.
Hopefully they spread those tests out for you, Daniel.
Yeah.
They didn't make you take them in one day, did they?
No. It was over the summer.
It was over the summer?
Yeah.
It's pretty extensive testing.
It is. We tested every Thursday. We provided testing every Thursday. I don't know, Daniel, if you came every Thursday, but it was quite a few Thursdays that he was visiting us.
And you have to do more than just pass those tests?
The law changed with the last legislative session. It used to be that you had to make a 90 for acceleration, and now it's an 80. But Daniel didn't need any help with the law.
Right. So Daniel, tell me, what's your favorite part about your geometry class, correct, at Kingwood High School?
Probably that I get to stay ahead in my math and stay challenged.
What about Bear Branch? What's your favorite thing about Bear Branch Elementary?
That I get to stay with my friends and still play with them.
Which is really important, really important. But I'm glad you're really good at math. Personally, I think that's kind of cool. So, Michelle, I didn't do a very good job of articulating it, but you really have a challenge in front of you, and it's not just Daniel. I know there are all of our children at Bear Branch in different ways have different gifts. So when you think about your role, and it's key to their learning, really the spectrum goes from those children who aren't very good at math and need some additional support to those who are really gifted.
Right.
Talk to us just a little bit about that, what you do to address those differences and challenges, and I think most importantly, supporting classroom teachers.
Right. Absolutely. We're working really hard at Bear Branch, and I know across, excuse me, all of Humble ISD this year, really working with our teachers in every lesson, differentiating, whether it's intervention, whatever the subject is, or really enriching and extending the students' learning, not only with questioning, but it could be project-based. If we have a child that's well beyond the subject matter at that particular grade level, then we really need to think about how can we challenge these children in the classroom this current year, and then what should we do about next year, the upcoming year? Do we need to contact Lesa and really look to extend maybe at a different campus? Maybe we can't support that learning at Bear Branch in the classroom at this point. Many of the children at Bear Branch really have been extended through enrichment projects, through the Gifted and Talented program as well, but in the daily lessons in the classroom. But sometimes, in our case with Daniel, we need to look a little further.
Exactly. And thank you, for taking that kind of initiative, and Lesa for really making it happen so that, Daniel can do the math that's going to be a bit challenging for him, but not give up what's really important too, and that's being at Bear Branch and being a part of that cool 5th grade, because y'all are the big men on campus.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Daniel, where will you go to middle school?
Creekwood.
Okay.
Awesome.
Going to be a Colt in the future.
Colt and a Mustang. So
That's
that
right.
works.
That's true.
Right.
Yes.
Well, Michelle and Lesa, thank you for making our educational experience relevant for all children on the spectrum. That's really what we're here for. So, congratulations to both of you guys for a job well done, and kudos to you. Excited to hear about your 5th grade year. I know there's a ton of stuff packed in with that.
Absolutely.
So, big man on campus is right. And hopefully, when you're at Creekwood, we'll get you on over here for some other segments in the future.
Well, I see a math Olympiad's future building.
We're very proud to have him on our team.
Awesome.
Again this year, yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for being with us. Daniel, again, I'll see you at Manners Banquet, if not before. Okay. All right. It's a deal. And you stay with Carrie and I. We'll be right back.